Hello you guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be talking about being a hopeless romantic. I know, I was talking to my sister over the weekend. She's like, oh, like it involves like, being in a relationship and she didn't say, oh, it isn't a bad thing, but it was just kind of like, but my idea of being a hopeless romantic is, lighting the candles, buying the fresh flowers. When it comes to journaling, adding like, the dry leaves or the leaves that you find in while you're out walking and walking at dusk and just enjoying nature. And so there's a lot to be in for me as when I think of a hopeless romantic than actually, it's more or less being in a relationship with yourself, I guess, so to speak. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I was looking for a journal that I had put together that I did a whole page on being a hopeless romantic, and I couldn't find it. And it's a ginormous journal. It's one that I made out of a cookbook, but when I do find it, I will show it to you guys. But anyway, let's jump into what we're doing today. I am doing a journaling page. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, I went to the Scrapbook Expo here in Irving, Texas, and you guys, it's just unbelievable. I mean, it was a lot smaller, I think, than years past, but it still had all the good things. And one of the things that I was introduced to, which I don't know where I've been, but the company Stamperia, and I mean, I'm going to do a little bit more research on it because I will be buying more of their products, I believe, because again, look how beautiful. I mean, now, if you've been following me, this is very, let's go ahead and open it together, shall we? This was the Christmas one. It's a little pricey because I did buy from, this is kind of noisy, buy from another vendor, and she had 15% off, but it's still a little pricey than, say, for instance, because like Photo Play, paper company is there, and Echo Park, and you're buying directly from, the actual distributor, so you're getting your paper packs for quite a bit cheaper, less expensive. So this one was $15.49, and you got 15% off of that. So, and I went back and forth because I have so much paper, you guys. We love paper. Paper is beautiful. And, but look how pretty. It's pink for one, and pink is my color. And it's just got the Victorian, shabby chic, vintage style look to it. And again, when you see my stuff and you see my artwork, it's kind of not like that at all. But I love this and I love that. So I always am looking for ways to kind of combine the two, which is, combining the cute, whimsical, colorful, cute, childlike art with this. So that being said, we're gonna go for it. So anyway, I couldn't pass up this Christmas paper. It was so pretty, and did I say pink? It was pink. So anyway, I'm gonna be definitely playing with this in my December daily journal, which I will be coming up soon. We're gonna be doing our journals together. And the other thing that sold me on this was all the quotes. I am really into quotes. I have always been, but sometimes they come around more often, and right now I am like searching all the time for different quotes to use in my journals and things. So that's what really sold me. This was when I came up to the romantic collection, and again, it's more showing like, this is the look I was saying, putting fresh flowers, florals everywhere, writing in your journal, friendships. So yeah, and again, the quotes. That's kind of what sold me on this. I was like, oh, what was it? Oh, my cat. Do you hear her? She wants outside. They always wait till I get on to film, and then they're like, hey, by the way, let me out. So let me go do that, and I will be back. Okay, so yeah, so these are just so pretty. Let the journey begin, chase your dreams, travel journal. I just absolutely love this. So I thought I would play with it today since we're here. And so I'm a little behind. Again, I'm not behind. I'm not behind at all. But my process of journaling is to decorate the pages a little bit and then come in and add the photos and then the writing. So I kind of like realized that, talking about it, that's kind of my my plan. But I also picked up some stamps while I was there. I've been actually carried this with me. This held all my stamps. These are the stamps that I absolutely love. And one of the reasons I love them is because they can be used in your journal and your planner. But they are put out by... I'll leave her link below. She does have a website and everything is available on their website. But they're called Stubbies. She calls these Stubbies. It's Judith and Heather, I think, or something. But I don't know if you guys can see, but see, like the butterfly, these are just like polka dots. We'll use this one today because I'll show you guys. Oh yeah, the pumpkin. So, and then these are, they call stickies. I think sticks, like sticks, you know. And these are like little ones here. I actually ended up buying, I think more, I bought a paw print sticky, I don't know. But I bought a bunch. Look how cute she is. She is so adorable. So I bought more of the little stubbies because they are so cute. So yeah, so I got those. That was one of the main reasons why I went there. And then, oh, I bought new ink pads. These are called Kaleidacolor. But they work perfectly for those little stamps because, as you can see, if you used a big stamp on it, you would have the lines in between, but the little stick stamps and like words and stuff are perfect with these stamps. And so I actually have had this one since like 2019, and the colors are beautiful. They are vibrant, bright. They have lasted, you guys, this long, and I use them quite a bit. But anyway, I got two different more colors. So yeah, you know, we've got to have the whole collection. So this is definitely on my radar to pick up the other colors. But anyway, I brought my ink pad, which if we're going to be using that stubby, we're going to need some ink pads. So I'll put that out. But anyway, I just brought this to kind of use, because of course what we do when we did go to a planner meetup while we were there. But then we also played in the room. We set up, they have a table in there. We turned it around. We put our chairs up. My mom crocheted because me and my mom and sister went. And then, yeah, it was fun. So, okay. So, let's see here. Let's add some background to it. I was going to do more of a subtle color, but this is all, I brought them with me. So, this is the color we're going to do, and it's a little darker than what I would have originally wanted, but again, I'm working in my October journal, so we still got that Halloween vibe going on. But this was coming back, and but it was so fun because my mom had no intentions of going whatsoever, and then it was like a last minute decision to go, so it was fun. Alright, okay, so we're going to go in and add some hopeless romance, shall we? I really had envisions of like, because now with this, the paper is, like you said, is so big that, I was looking for it right here. It's hard to envision because I'm not going to use a 12 by 12 paper in this. But I can cut out the images and use up different bits and pieces of, I didn't even look what was on the back side. Sometimes that's a deciding factor about if I'm going to be using it. But then what I can do is I can use this as one part, and then I can also use, I love the wording on the back of that. So I think what I'm going to do is add this as like a little pocket here, and then I'm going to add, when I go to add my pictures, I think I'm going to have like a big ginormous, like, I'll show you guys in just a second. So I'm going to put this as a pocket, which means I'm only going to add it to 2 edges. Like that. And I can always come in and do some little washi action at the bottom here. But I'm going to just create this. So this I'm going to make into like a big tag. and have that pulled out. Because what we did was we stopped in and had, there's this place on between Austin and, where we were going, we were actually heading, not necessarily to Austin, but that's the direction. And they had it's a kolache place. And they are in West, Texas. It's called West. And, what is on the other side here? Okay. And they, anyway, the last time me and my sister stopped in, we picked up these pot pies. And so, oh my gosh, they're handmade. They're so delicious. And, of course, when you're traveling, the last thing you want to do is come home and cook, right? At least me. I never want to cook. What am I kidding? But, so we definitely wanted to do that. Well, they had a big college game up in, it was between Oklahoma State and UT, Texas, University of Texas. And, oh my gosh, everybody, we got a head start of the day so we wouldn't be caught up in traffic, you know. And, oh my gosh, everybody, we stopped there, and of course I had to get gas. Then we stopped there, and then, it's like the gates open. Everybody, like the two big busloads of college students came in. It was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, we had already stood in line for probably about, I mean, it was wrapped around in the store. We probably stood in line for, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes. And it was like the line never ended, you guys. It was insane. But we got our kolaches, which are, I don't know if they're very popular around here. It's like it's German, you know. Oh, which I'm going to tell you, keep Germany in mind here before we wrap this up today. So anyway, we went and, oh my gosh, it was just insane. And of course we get to the line and they don't have any, pot pies. And she said, oh, whatever we have over there is all we have. Well, my sister was like, let's go next door. Next door was like another gas station, and they had like they had all the, more or less the place where we went was the bakery, and next door they had all like this stuff you could grab for lunch and things like that. And anyway, we're gonna get to the end of the story. But we went in next door, and sure enough, they had them there, so we got them really quickly, and we got on the road and got the heck out of there, you guys. So let me tell you about this. Oh, and the pot pie was really good. So I also discovered, you guys, this adorable, and I bought die cuts. They are somewhere. Who is this by? By Asuka? I have never ever heard of this brand. Memory Place. Anyway, it's a kawaii paper goods, but it's Halloween in Dreamland. And you guys, look how adorable. Oh my gosh, look at that little elephant. I mean, seriously, look how cute the bear is. So see, I mean, that's what I like to have. I like to have this cuteness and with the hopeless, with the romance, with the florals and the vintagey feel. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to somehow make it work for me, and we're going to go for it. So I really wanted, I was thinking about, because you know when you get new stuff you want to play with it, right? So I was hoping that I could somehow incorporate, but I don't want to cover up all of this, but I was hoping I could somehow incorporate this in this little tag here. Look at the other side. It looks like a sweater. I love it. So maybe we could do something like that. Or I already glued that side, but I was thinking I wanted to kind of somehow incorporate this in there, but I might have to play around with that. So I'm just going to tuck this in there for now, and we're going to see whenever I come in with my photos and ready to journal, we will play around with that. So this one is a page in itself because it's an open book. So I'm just going to what happened on the 14th? That was Monday. So I may put this down in the corner here. I just hate I don't want to cover everything up because it may, I don't know yet what my journaling is going to be about. So, oh, look at this one. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm a little nuts over the paper. Can you tell? Let's look at and see if we can find a pretty, oh, this is pretty. Let's do the pink. I just love that book, though. Oh, you know what? I could cut this out, too. Let's cut this out. And that way I can, ow, I can still put it in the corner here. And you guys, this, when I fussy cut, which is like cutting around images, I am not particular about getting it right next close to the actual image because I really typically don't have time, so I always leave kind of an edging on mine anyway. That's better. So we're going to add, ooh, let's see. No, we got to have a pink background because that way that stands out a little more. But anyway, I was super thankful that it was a very uneventful drive because sometimes going to Dallas, I actually super dread it. And then when I found out the OU game was up there, I was like really like kind of cringing. But luckily we left early enough before the crowds happened, I think. I mean, like I said, I'm just so thankful that it was super uneventful because we, that stretch of, it's I-35, which is the highway there between Austin and Dallas, is always, when you talk about it, people cringe. Because there's always accidents, which is terrible. Okay, so let's see here. So like I said, I don't know yet what I'm going to be doing here. I'm not liking this squiggly. It's looking just too much. Like, I'll probably end up covering that up. But for now, I'm going to put some pink polka dots with my dauber. Got this idea, I've mentioned it before, from my friend over at Never Hopeless Elizabeth. She's another journaler. If you can, go check her out. Okay. So we've got the decorations down. I definitely want to do like a little tag where I talk about it's going to be like an use like an interaction journal piece. Let's play around with this little stamp here, and then we'll put the dates, and then I'll call it good. And what we'll do is come back and decorate with pictures and then words. I'm going to use, I don't know why I always use yellow, but let's go for yellow. Or actually I have this oxide, but I don't know. I was talking about this at another event, and it just seems like this is so, well, let's play around, let's see. Oh no. It's okay. But let's do this. Let's do the brown and see. Oops. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Where is it? Went face down on me. But I love this for adding little, like, I gotta be careful that one area is kind of putting a edging on it, so I can't stand down as hard. But I don't know, it just kind of adds that. I do this a lot on art pieces, like when I'm doing canvases. I love adding stamping to the background. It's just so pretty. Let's see here. Oh, I was going to see about yellow, but I want to clean this off. Where's my napkins? My paper towels. Oh, and I found these in my stash. So I put those out. Because I was like, oh, I definitely want to start using those. That's an old Simple Stories line. But that's the other thing that's cool about these scrapbook expos. I know the circle's happening, but it's kind of adding some fun to the dauber ink. You know, it's kind of like adding that, oh, it's another circle piece. So, like I said, once I come in here with photos, we'll see what kind of background is added. Because I'm definitely not digging the squiggly that I did there with the ink. Okay, next step. What are we doing? Oh, we're going to add our dates. So, I don't know if this has any fun things we could like add for a background to add our... Oh, here's a cute little house because we were on on our way, even though I didn't fly, so that doesn't make any sense, but because that could be, oh, that could cover up that stuff I don't like, and kind of add some space for my date. Kind of cover that up. Whoops. Kind of need a, where's paper towel? Add it more on the edges. That way it really sticks. Okay, let me go ahead and close this for a second. And get our dates out. By the way, you know how I go back and forth over, oh, I'm going to lose my numbers, and sometimes I make the pocket, I don't use the pocket, but man, having this little flap here, it's like another little folder that just kind of holds things in place. Okay, so I'm not going to add the days till Halloween in here. Let's go back here. So we are at, this date was, I used actually 2 days for our fun. So that was the 8th. So coming home was the 9th. 9th and 10th. Which is Monday. Hope I got that right. Do we add a calendar in here too? Usually I do. Did I not do that this? Oh yeah. Monday the 10th. I thought I did. You guys, sometimes it's a brand new day in my mind. Okay. And that way I have the day down so I can know where I'm at when I go to add photos, start adding my photos. I need to print those out. Okay. And then let's go ahead and add, let's see if we got something else we can kind of just, the white background to me doesn't really go with this, so to speak, but we're going to have this as a little tag. So you know what, I'm just going to put this on halfway and we'll add the date to the tag. Like this. And so when I pull it out, it'll kind of already, it'll have like an extension on it. Okay, and then this was Sunday. And the reason I did my luggage is because I did take a picture of all of our luggage getting loaded up. So I definitely will use that as a picture. The 9th. Alright. Alright, you guys. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will continue on. I've got lots of writing. Like I said, I've got my photos in here. I just need to get some writing action going and finish out these photos here. So, yay. We did it. We got our 2 days left. And then, of course, I think I'm going to add like a little pull thing on here, but we will finish that up. Alright, you guys, y'all have a super sparkly day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.